On Eyewitness News' story.
You have to be thinking a couple steps ahead, and that's what Ethan's Law will get people to focus on.
Turning a deadly accident into a call for action in January, Ethan Song accidentally shot himself while playing with a gun inside his friend's home. Well, since then, his parents have made it their mission to not only honor his life, but make sure something like this never happens again. Channel 3 New Haven Bureau Chief Matt McFarland is live now in Guilford with the story. Matt?
Well, Dennis, we had the chance to sit down with Ethan Song's family. They shared stories about him, described the unspeakable pain they've had to endure, and also highlight their push to honor his life and potentially save others.
I would always say, wow, this kid just picks stuff up fast. He likes to learn. He's adventurous.
And for 15-year-old Ethan Song, that meant trying new foods, fostering dogs, or playing spike ball with his brother.
He was just so different and so quirky, and you never knew what was going to come out of his mouth. He was hysterical all the time.
But for Mike and Kristen Song, along with their two older kids, Emily and Evan, that laughter turned to an unbearable heartbreak back in late January.
We had spent the day together, and we had this most incredible conversation about his future and his life. He really wanted to go into the military, and I finally convinced him to go to college first because I was nervous that he could potentially die. Which is so ironic.
That day, Ethan walked over to a friend's house. Police say for months the two boys were playing with a gun belonging to that friend's father. But on January 31st, the gun went off, killing Ethan.
I was downstairs preparing dinner and I saw two cops, and you know, the one cop was our neighbor and the other one wouldn't look at me. And so I knew that something was wrong.
Mike and Kristen rushed to the hospital where their lives were suddenly turned upside down.
I instantly knew because of the way that there were so many police in the emergency room, and it was crushing. It really was. If we can prevent this from happening to another family.
And that's what the family has promised to do by proposing Ethan's Law, which would change the state statute when it comes to securing guns.
They couldn't pinpoint who had loaded it. And she said basically that's the reason why we don't charge anyone with the safe storage law, because it's almost impossible to prove.
Ethan's Law would close that loophole, requiring every gun to be properly stored if there's a minor in the house, even if it's loaded or not.
It's kind of like the smoke detector. Go check it, make sure it's secure, make sure your ammunition's separate.
The handgun that was used was stored in a master bedroom closet. The gun had a lock, but the key and bullets were stored nearby.
We think we can't change the past. Nobody can change the past, but everybody can change the future. And this could be for us the beginning of some really great work that we're going to do to save lives.
Now, Ethan's Law will be introduced when the legislature convenes next year. Now, the family says they're also encouraging folks to commit acts of kindness in Ethan's honor, and they're also giving back with a foundation in his name. We're going to have that part of the story coming up tonight at 6. We're live with the mobile newsroom in Guilford. Matt McFarland, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Matt.